Come on in, come on in. Condolences to Trey Reed and his family. They haven't done an autopsy, but so far they have not come to the conclusion of saying that there was foul play. Now, my whole thing on this is okay, so somebody said, well, his legs were broken.
Authorities say the body of 21-year-old Demontravion Trey Reed was found hanged from a tree by a faculty member near the pickleball courts. Word spread quickly throughout the Cleveland campus, leaving students and others concerned and worried.
Well, because I am a Black student, hearing that happened to another Black student, it really made me feel, it's make me feel unsafe.
I do have to walk to class, and I like to go walk on the track, and it would be happy to know like what happened.
Local and state investigators immediately started looking into the incident. DSU Police Chief Michael Peeler says investigators found no evidence of foul play.
But pending an investigation, further investigation, and also from the medical examiner's office, we won't have more information until that part has been done.
And members of Reed's family are insisting on a thorough investigation.
Please do your research on this. Do not let them sweep nothing else under the rug. Enough is enough.
University President Daniel Enos says the discovery left him heartbroken as he extended his condolences to Reed's family and friends. He added DSU would help students, faculty, and staff with the grief.
There seems to be a lack of immediate evidence of foul play. Now, initially, the reports, if any, suggested that there were no signs of struggle, assault, or other injuries. But the absence of such evidence, it just doesn't settle the questions for me. There should be a need to be a full investigation, and there should be no lag in it, in my opinion. A thorough autopsy, toxicology, forensic pathology, all of these things should be done to determine the exact cause and the manner of death, just as we received almost immediately, whether it was accurately stated or inaccurately stated about Charlie Kirk. They couldn't get the news out quick enough. All of these different news sources and platforms were coming out with just information on top of information, but yet and still I have to go search. And then there's still a lack of transparency and information. Now, I was watching Anton Daniels yesterday. He made a phone call to the local police department. The woman said that, listen, that has to be local jurisdiction. You're going to have to deal with them directly, but they're not going to give you any information. And he asked why. And she said, well, because if you were the family, would you want your loved one that had went through that trauma and that type of a demise, that information to be out? And he was like, no, but there should be some type of transparency and some type of knowledge or information to give the public. The only information that they had at the time, and that it still seems that they still have, is the fact that he had 2 broken legs, but then there has been no foul play indicated. So to me, there is a total lack of transparency as well as communication, and that the authorities should be sharing what they know, how they know it, and what remains under investigation. We should be getting some type of a step-by-step. That is not an everyday crime. And if it is in 2025, then we need to be revisiting the state and the nature of what our country is enduring in 2025. For something that has been happening or used to happen and was commonplace from the 1800s, therefore, right? After. So look at all of the cameras. Now, colleges are known to have cameras, not just a plethora of cameras on the campus, but surrounding the campus to view the streets, to mirror the neighborhood, to be able to know what's going on. How is it that nobody's got any, or nobody is reported? Everybody's got camera phones in their hands. They found the body at early in the morning. It was daylight. You mean to tell me there's no surveillance, there's no video evidence? And if there is, and it does exist, then the footage should be preserved and reviewed. How come this has not made mainstream news? That's my question. If videos are said to exist but not yet released, that raises questions, but I haven't even heard that. I haven't even heard that there is actual video footage, but it just has not been released pending further investigation. Another thing that we want to talk about too, when it's regarding this hanging of this young man that was going to college. And let me tell you something. Mine is approaching college age, and this terrifies me for him to go out of state to college. I'm not going to even lie to you. When you send your child off to school to further their education, to try to position them, and you have families that have spent that child's entire life saving for them to go to college so they can have the opportunity to further their education, to come out and with the objective of landing a good career, good job, having a solid footing. But then you get that phone call saying that you'll never see your child again. But then on top of that, you don't have no answers. Ain't nobody giving no answers. We need some transparency. We need some answers. Can you imagine somebody that you love not coming home? You'll never be able to see him alive again. And then you turn around and you don't know what the hell happened. And even in the case that there were no broken bones or visible trauma, internal examinations should be conducted, and they are crucial. When you're talking about the medical history, the condition of the neck, whether the hanging was self-inflicted or forced. I haven't heard of them hanging themselves with 2 broken legs. That's all I'm saying. What does it mean when compassion itself has become selective, has become political, and performative? We have families, we have people that we love that are connected to us, that we need to be concerned about. And that is being proactive, because if we do that, then we are still playing our part within the ability and the limitations of what we can control, if that makes sense. I'll see y'all next time. Peace, everybody.
I built my own lane. Truth's my compass and passion's my flame. One day it's love, the next is new. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's the blues. I react, I reflect, I keep it 100. No scripts, no gimmicks, just thoughts unbundled. So if you feel true, if real is what you see, you just found home. Welcome to Miss Akemi.